Greetings everyone, please give a moment and make sure everything's set up. Which is going. Rumble's probably going to take. Rumble's taking a moment. Give me another moment to check my other computer. And looks like everything's good to go. So let's go get started. I do have a good number of replays. Let's just go and start from the top. We've done quite a bit of Germany. Portuguese is not super common anymore, so let's do it. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the left side as the blue Portuguese, we have Johnson. Spawn on the right side as the red Mexicans, we have Canadian. Spyglass ability has been utilized. Now this player has selected deck just yet. We do have a market being established for the Mexican player. When it comes to natives and map, we do have the Cheyenne settlement, which gives you access to the Cheyenne rider, a horseman armed with a spear, good against other cavalry, and a Apache settlement, which does give you access to ranged cavalry, good against cavalry. So, bunch of anti-cavalry here. Looks like he's drinking. Apache cactus use. The Apache tribe knows how to utilize cactus for food, drink, and fiber, as well as draining hit points and speed. Don't give that to the French. Their village is already hard enough to kill. Either way, I should be playing Japan. Oh yeah, he usually plays Japan. And we got a foreign name. No deck selected either player just yet. We will kill off that local dog hill and steal his grove of Boyas d'Arc trees. Red will kill off some more local doggos as well to steal their marigold flowers. You monster, they're going to give them to their wives, their bitches. After all, who doesn't want what wife does not want a bouquet of flowers? Do you now have a deck selected here? We've got age 2 land. It says age 2, but this screams to me fast fortress, but does have a lot of military shipments as well as villager shipments. But definitely not eyeing for age 4, just to get the obligatory factories, because you never know when you may need factories. But we got a good amount of age 2 and age 3 cards. He is going for the settlement in Hacienda. Local bison being eaten. I'm assuming they're quite delicious. More local doggos going down, which will give him 2 stray doggies. Cows. So that will give actually the Mexican player 3 cows to walk to Hacienda. After all, cows are awesome. Great micro there with the wolves. He does use a snipe shot there. And there's the Hacienda being established somewhere in the center. Mexico is now aging up. He gets the doggies. After all dogs say me. I want to say meow, moo. I am out of it today. It's my first cast for today, and I got a slight headache starting. Red's escorting the cows to the Hacienda, their new home. Blue does spot the Hacienda there, very close by. Blue better go for some defense. He will have his age up quicker, so he should be able to mount a defense quicker. Looks like he does have land. Fast Fortress. It's best not to go Fast Fortress. His cards are more geared towards Fast Fortress, but he may need to get Town Militia sooner rather than later. Or go for a shipment to give him something to quickly torch us down. Early pikemen could be quite useful for that. But he really should abstain the Fast Fortress. He needs these other towns that are next to another deposit he wants to secure, such as the coin or the food. He's doing a good job of hurting these livestock there, but if he puts the secondary towns are there, he will get access to a safe Pronghorn deposit as well as coin. So I think putting it right around here wouldn't be half bad. Though establishing it right next to the hacienda could be stupid and possible. Got 3 food deposits near these town centers, which is good. Got this bison, and the Pronghorn. Exotic clearers. Military wagon course now pulling a field. What's the age up with? Looks like the Fox Kala. Going for a shipment of villagers now. Blue does spot the barracks. We got Inspiring Flag nearby. Blue cannot be going for Fast Fortress. He went for a Shimmer Coin. He's going for Fast Fortress. He will have 2 sets of towns, a militia to bring on in. And looks like the Mexican player does find 110 food somewhere, which is quite significant. Giving him 1.5 insurgents. We got 6 insurgents now on the build queue. And also going for ship insurgents, we're going to have 16, potentially up to 20 insurgents relatively soon. A bit of insurgency. Portuguese do have access to an age 2 crossbowman, no age 3 Costador or age 2 Costador. Insurgents do not have excellent siege damage, they have just good siege damage. And they do have melee resist, not range resist, so if a town is fully garrisoned, it will one-shot an insurgent. Mexico, is there any way for them to buff his insurgent's health by 6? Not sure. If there is, that probably should be a good idea. Additionally, if he goes for the town militia, which he is, he'll improve the damage by 50%. That means he requires a smaller garrison to one-shot him. And he is going for the Exile Prince. Hopefully that gives us something to defend himself with. Probably not. The Explorer and the Padre is taking damage there. We got 8 villagers in here, which does 108 damage. And 27, so he needs to perhaps get a village or 2 to the other one. He also may want to retarget off the heroes. Yep. Not looking good for this town center. Look, he has spares. There's the age up, cover wagon. It's going to be hacked apart. He will lose a cover wagon. It does give him a bit of time there. Militia firing away. Town center does go down. Lose that free town center. We also should not go up on the field. The Lancer Cavalry, they will do bonus damage to the militia. Needs to get these villagers to the other town center. They do have good melee damage, honestly. More insurgents not being pulled in the field. He's going for a round of dragoons, which technically insurgents will counter if they can get into melee range. And I'm pretty sure he used town militia from this one here. Oh, well, so he still has 1 town militia, 1 militiaman firing away. That Chinako does go down. More insurgents not being pulled in the field. I want to say a 4 would be good, but he probably won't be able to get it deployed. He has to defend. He lost his courses 2 extra town centers. This town center is taking quite a bit of beating. More insurgents now being brought in. No Inspiring Flag over here. Another shipment soon be available, but those town center will go down. And now these villagers will get ripped apart. He has no wood. He has no capability. He has 1 shipment, so it's probably a good idea to try to quickly plow an outpost. But, yep. Now he's just going to try to hack apart the villagers. The Portuguese players at 11, the Mexican players at 24. Yep, this game's pretty much over. Now there's some salty arrows, and that is the end of the replay. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. This one's relatively new, so let's do this one. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 4 or 3 replay. Small on the south side as the blue Ottomans, we have Durentius. Spawn north side as the red coats, we have Abu 401. And remember correctly, 401 is forbidden. It's a forbidden error code. We actually do have a deck already selected for the Ottoman player. Ottoman IV, so I'm guessing age 4? Or his 4th version of this deck, or something. I have no idea. It doesn't look like fast. Could be fast industrial. Got the 700 and 1,000 coin shipment. That's basically the minimum in order to get the fast fortress. Sales have capitalism, no other age 1 shipments there. We do have, let's see, flight archery. Excuse me. The Ottoman flight archery techniques improves the damage and attack speed of ASAPs and cavalry archers. All damage action by 50% for those two. Enables volley mode and stagger mode action for the ASAPs. Enables range attack action and volley mode action. So it gives them more stances? Not sure. Let's see. Got good number Sipahi, we've got cavalry combat, Topicular, Janissaries. I never really looked into much of the Ottomans. They have a lot of cards that affect a lot of units, so I never really looked to take I never have these cards memorized as all unique flavored, even though they're effectively one's just barracks units, one's like cavalry units, things that sort, one's artillery units. The British, we do have VC, so we do have Virginia Company, which I'm assuming that's what VC stand for, and Greenwich Time, which does also give him 1 trading post, which Emilia has gone for, and the Ottoman player has claimed that treasure. I'm not sure who's actually killing it. But now we've got 2 trading posts in the field for red, 1's technically being built. And this will improve your research time. Let's see, right now by minus 20 or 40%. So you can perhaps go for a later age up. And Virginia Company course will enable them to do a manor boom. We do also have the terrace houses here. Manor train settlers slowly. So we have both manor boom capability and manor generation. So maybe he's eyeing for a revolt. This could be a revolt deck. You got the Second Amendment being utilized. A shipment available for the British. We go for Virginia Company. No, he does not. We've got also Glorious Revolution as well as the Yeoman. Oh, he is going to go for Virginia. And now the British players aging up with the Governor. The Ottoman players are aging up for the Quartermaster. And he will steal that Wolves and Marigolds. He can no longer take a bouquet of flowers to his wife. To his bitch. Not sure if people will like that joke or not. Linguistically, I think it's correct. Are female wolves and coyotes, do they have a different name than female dogs? Female foxes. Commerce page has been completed. Got muskrat's hides worth 30 coin. And the Ottoman player needs some more population housing. I see a whole, got 12 villagers on wood. He's going for Ivor's manor boom. 1 villager on food may not necessarily be enough. You may want to get another villager or 2.
Yes.
Outpost wagon now has been obtained, plus a bit of coin. Ottoman players bringing a shipment of coin and bringing a shipment of Janissaries. And we got the barracks now being established in a heretical angle. That's haram. Manners being established on the front line, as well as a barracks. Most of that thing is heresy. It's not like slightly off, it's completely off. Heresy. Either way, when it comes to Ottoman, most of their infantry is heavy, barring the obelisk guns. If he scouts his opponent and sees the barracks, then he can rely on counter heavy unit tactics, such as the longbowmen. Generally, longbowmen pretty good against most things. Their damage multipliers live on the low side. Oh, we got some pikemen there to torch down the trading posts. Their longbowmen have what? Low multipliers, which is high, good damage, and good rate of fire. There's a round of pikemen to torch this outpost down. You now have age 3 for the Ottoman, going for the Exile Prince. If he were to scout his opponent, he would realize his opponent's going for a mana boom, which does give him a lot more opportunity. You gotta be aggressive or try to eco boom. Since it is Ottoman, sometimes going for a fast fortress, getting out a secondary town center to help him get his village production going, or bring in some of his more powerful siege weapons while his opponent has a far later age up. A lot of pikemen. We do have Gentleman the Pike, which does something to Veteran and Guard, make it enables Imperial, which is probably still requires Imperial, and reduces the cost by 75% for Imperial. So we do have a large number of potential angry men with pointy sticks. Red's immediately getting another trading post here. More Janissaries being employed. Janissaries will defeat pikemen in melee combat quite handily, as well as ranged combat quite handily. Janissaries in a good position. They may get a shot off or two. They should definitely be in vision range at least. 8 more Janissaries there. That's a lot of good amount of Janissaries. He is an age 3 shipment. Perhaps should have gone for the Falconet shipment. He knows his opponent's not aged up. And Janissaries can escort the Falconets against any heavy cavalry, and they can shoot the rest of them. The rest of the other things could fight.
That's it.
I think Blue's being a little bit too passive here. I guess he does not know where these pikemen are at. Pikemen push way forward. Villagers will beat pikemen in melee combat. They have 10 damage, 20% melee resist, and 150 health. Pikemen have 120 health, 10% melee resist, and only 8 damage. Yeah, that's the reason why I always think pikemen needs a buff. They are horrible in melee combat, unless they're fighting against cavalry with the multipliers. They are the epitome of a counter unit, a support unit, where they also do have decent siege damage. We got the Adventurer now being researched. One villager does get gunned down. That man gets gunned down as well. Now got the Glorious Revolution. He may be eyeing for the Rangers. We do now have the Town Militia, the unique Ottoman variant. They do have a times 50% multiplier versus plus 50% multiplier against heavy infantry. So they're going to be very useful against these pikemen. Glorious Revolution has been researched. He's saving up a lot of food. I don't know what the Glorious Revolution requires. I guess it requires food, which will get him, I think, the Black Watch, right? Or what will be the Rangers? The Adventurer does give him some longbowmen. They have the same base damage and multipliers get as crossbowmen, but they have much higher range and twice the attack speed. So they're actually pretty good. Pretty good generalist unit, and while still also being hard to counter, countering light cavalry. Oh, we do now have the Black Watch. Elite Musketeers. They're effectively times 2 Musketeers. Musketeers have 100 base resources. Black Watch has 200 base resources. 2 population. But much higher than times 2 damage at 63 damage. Their melee is a little bit higher than normal as well. So it's 8. Imagine this being 16 versus 21. Longbowmen gain some decent damage there, but they need to be microed. They're still very useful in this conflict. Black Watch fires a volley there. You can probably be a little bit more aggressive with them, and maybe 12 some priests to go along with them. A coin. Villagers here make it gun down. Now got Shuma Sipahi. Against the Black Watch is probably not great, but I always can never judge Sipahi. I always have trouble judging AoE damage units. Also got the mill system, so allowing them to mill these villagers quicker. Now we got H4 for the British player. He's going for the Tycoon. And his mana boom is actually not fully complete just yet. So he's gone for a, not a limited, but a decent mana boom, not a full mana boom. Because I guess he doesn't want to explode. But H4 will allow him access to various stuff to make usage. We may see Gentleman Pike. And also right now, Terrace Housings, getting that sooner rather than later is not bad as well. Giving a bunch of extra villager queues going. Another shipment available for the English, or the British. Going for a very fine coat as well. He's collecting up these amount of coins, so I'm not sure what's going to be eyeing at the moment. He's immediately going for Gentleman Pike, immediately putting the guard, which should be very effective for Sipahi. And these guys are veteran, but will probably still be far superior to pikemen in melee. Not sure what the church improvements require, but he is going for a coin shipment from the church. Not coin shipment, experience shipment that requires coin. Immediately goes for a 5 rockets. It's probably trying to find some villagers there. There's the gentleman. It's probably charging way forward. They will probably do some good damage against the Black Watch, but here comes the pikemen. Villagers somewhat getting rallied on in. Gentleman Pike right now doing 12 damage. It's even worse than I thought it would be. Longbowmen may get ripped apart by the Sipahi. They will. Villager will also go down. Looks like the Black Watch will be cleaned on up. Black Watch also have 40% melee resistance, so they're actually pretty good in melee. And here comes the rockets. Longbowman, the free Longbowman god has been doing some good work there. And now these Janissaries will get ripped apart by the rockets. Rockets offer, and Crescent Heavy Cannon just offers straight up higher attack speed, I think lower anti-infantry multipliers, if I remember correctly. Actually, no. Heavy cannons does what? 200 damage with times 6 or times 3 multiplier against infantry? Well, this does 300 damage and my 1.5, but they do have pretty good attack speed. Now it's 5 Rockets Field versus 2 Falconets. We do now have the Galata Tower District. Sipahi move around, the same 5 Sipahi. One for Shimacoin. These Sipahi could report these villagers that AoE damage will be quite killer. Literally. Starting to scatter now. Good damage on those villagers. Got 40 villagers versus 24. No factories being salvaged just yet. We now got the terrace housing. He has a good number of manors. Now there's estates. Wait. That's actually the name of what the plantation rename. That's how much they actually really put thought in the renaming plantation to estates, when now there's also estates. Either way, we've got a good number of these villager queues now going. You know, it's funny, I don't actually see them right here. Huh. I actually don't see the actual queue. I'm assuming it's working fine. We just have to keep an eye on some stuff. 45 villagers. If you see any spike of up to 60, we know it's working. I'm pretty sure when I was testing out the cards myself a bit of time ago, last time I touched the card, there was, of course, that production queue there, but I just don't see it. I mean, if you go to Ottoman Town Center, you see this queue perfectly fine. Right, it's now pushing forward with decent number of forces. A lot of this very capable of destroying siege or destroying buildings. Rockets and the pikemen. So just way over there. Sipahi's still way up here. Hunting doggos now being researched. Players losing quite a bit of stuff right now. He's at pop cap. He has quite a bit of resource stock piled up, but you probably can't age up. You have more housing there. Janissaries forward. He does not have any culverins in the field to deal with the artillery pieces. Bringing the militia forward would be quite helpful. They got some good bonus damage against these pikemen. Janissaries trying to charge away forward, trying to slice apart these rockets, but they immediately get annihilated. Three culverins on the build queue now. Counselor does go down. First part now going to bring a shipment of longbowmen. It's probably charging way forward. Okay, it's a great damage with the rockets. Does take out 2 out of 4 of them. And now the militia firing some good shots there as well. 1 militia man remains. One player is going for a barracks here. Has these number culverins. Rogers Rangers improvement complete. The damage is higher multipliers, but slower attack speed. They also do have less range. They're a bit better against heavy, but overall, yeah, to be honest, that slower attack speed is just killer for me. Culverins will go down. You will lose them to these pikemen, but he has nothing to deal with all the infantry. Pikemen still have good, what's it called? Siege damage. Doesn't need the rockets. Right now, the Ottoman player needs to get out obelisk guns. He's finally gets a good amount of heavy infantry, the pikemen, and they won't see bonus damage from the rangers as well. Veteran and Queen's Rangers now completed. We've got some more Sipahi still up here. The same 5 Sipahi. Good amount of damage there. We've got more Rangers push way forward. Sipahi can do some great damage versus Rangers. The problem is the pikemen are also pretty good. Let's the pikemen try and charge, or Janissaries try and charge forward to deal with the pikemen. Pikemen moving forward in a nice group, even taking on the Janissaries. More pikemen being brought in. Pikemen chasing around the Sipahi. Couple obelisk guns push along the flank. They do, of course, have siege damage. They will ignore even the range armor of the Rangers. Offering 36 damage. And looks like the Ottoman player does back the game now. This Angry is saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Before I get started next replay, I do need to use the restroom. While I'm going to use the restroom, I'm going to go ahead and take time to restart the game client just to get ahead on the, whatchamacallit, thing. And why did my Firefox crash? Weird if my Firefox crashed. Up and go. Yep. Please give me a moment to use the restroom. Apologies, I'm back. Yep. Good. Oh, I thought I fucked them up way up. And let's go and go on the next replay. Let's see. Done quite a bit of Germany. Let's just go to some of these replays here. Thanks. And immediately click on Germany. Oh well. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the south side as the blue Germans, we have Marky Chad. Spawn on the north side as the red US of A, we have Miho Bandikamped. When it comes to decks, well, we do actually have a deck here. We got the Terror deck. Looks like a pretty much standard Germans. We do have Wood, Coin, Crossbowmen, Skirmishers, Uhlans, War Wagons, got Cavalry combat cards, Black Riders, Jaegers, and Lipizanier Cavalry, and the Winged Hussars. The US, let's see, no deck selected just yet. The General is in Elite Speak, and I have no idea how to pronounce it. And the Explorer's name here is Hans. That's definitely a custom name because it's no space there. Offlinger. Butcher that. Because us local doggos to steal their carry pigeon, and rather than trying to nurse a carry pigeon back to health, he just straight up eats it. This player selected deck, the I Don't Know deck. Let's see, it includes capitalism, the Spanish immigrants, so maybe trade, Springfield Armory. This is going to be more of a fast fortress deck. And bring his own Magyar Hussars. And also gets some Nox artillery trade. Horse artillery to heavy horse guns. Horse artillery and heavy cannons have more hit points and train faster. Going for capitalism right now. Yeah, Spanish immigrants does not get the free trade post. It's a Chinese immigrant, so he gets access to pikemen as a levy, which does also allow not degrade over time. More of a counter unit. Honestly, the Minutemen are generally better in my opinion. Unless the cost has changed, I'm not so sure. But that 1.7 experience trickle does add up.
Yes?
Yes.
Bereit. Ja?
I hope something went down over here. We'll seal Charles the 12th's abandoned stretcher. You have an age up, go for Virginia. Germany almost has enough food to age up, going for the Quartermaster.
Bereit.
Market now going on up. Shipment available, going for the Spanish immigrants. Snipes that man and steals lucky coin. Guess wasn't too lucky. Air meat, 35 food. Hunting doggos now researched. Placard mines on the way. Outpost wagon heading somewhere. Way down here. There's a map as the House of Vigalon. We'll see. Excuse me. Does also offer the very powerful Balance of Powers ability. The Unbearable Bear shall go down. There's the military wagon. A different military wagon. Armor's age is now complete. Was I got a bit of wood with that shipment or that age up. Going for steel traps and a very fine coat. Going for settler wagons and Uhlans. Military wagon's still just idle back here. What if you forgot about it? He's definitely not trying to utilize it. And since both players are just equaling up, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Now I got some Uhlans not being pulled by blue, so he's looks like on a big aggression. He will gun down that man and steal his pamphlet, throwing a mixed pike and shot formation for 85 experience. 5 Uhlans build queue. Here comes with 2 Uhlans in the shipment.
Orders?
You can bring in the Spanish immigrants, bring in the pikemen and militia, which he does need to do. Hit some of these villagers. I think he's trying to save up his resources for the age up. Age up cannot be available. He needs to peel off all these villagers, get them back home. Uhlans are high damage cavalry. One village does go down. Military wagons not being deployed on the field. There's a decent number of villagers. More Uhlans now being shipped on or being deployed on in. All those villagers get inside.
Yes.
Those spot the military wagon. And the meeting house wagon will likely go down. Nope, not being focused down. Been an oversight there.
Hello.
Village trying to grab the coin, but one of the villagers is quite wounded. Or maybe that's just the coin. As they're firing away, getting some good damage on the Uhlans. And now there's the statehood. There's a round of regulars. It's going to be very useful right now. Also get some collection of books. Now let's take out all those units. We've got 13 villagers versus 20. And plus got a good number of settler wagons in the field. 8, so plus 8, so 28 versus 13. He's pretty far behind. Does get the +2 shipment right now. He's gone. Oh, I didn't realize as well. He went for Indiana, which means can't get a free age up. However, that will take a long time. He's also very far behind in villagers, so he will need to get out of secondary town center if he's going for the Mammoth Act. Mammoth Improvement Act. Two shipments available, one more almost ready. He's going for the Mammoth Improvement Act. Nope. Cancels it. It's probably a good thing to go for last. He needs villagers. Shipment of wood, 1,000 wood. Direction town is probably in order. More Uhlans being deployed on in. And he's also going for rolling artillery. He sees all the Uhlans. This is a bad idea to go for rolling artillery. Probably go, if he's going to try to dig in, probably the fort. He's no business trying to go with the offense. And right now he needs to bring in the pikemen from the Spanish immigrants. Hope that's the pikemen. There's the Minutemen. I think the pikemen would be better since they are a very good anti-cavalry unit. Takes out the wounded villager first. Very good. Another villager does go down. He's down to 13 again. More of these villagers getting ripped apart. Down to 12 villagers. He's got that wood. And get some extra town centers being built. There's a round of crossbowmen. He's going for mass crossbowmen right now. Yep, the Gatling guns are going to be very useful right now, so I'm going to eat my words. one still is not aged on up and very far from it. Let's see, which patch? Looks like the Russian American company is this perhaps a new patch. And all those crossbows getting ripped apart by the Gatling guns. He has 1,000 wood, enough for 2 town centers. He needs to get that going. You can probably go to the Mammoth Improvement Act, get 1 town center researching the age up, while the other town center is actually build villagers, because he desperately needs villagers. He doesn't really have enough food income to even support 3 town centers. There's the Mammoth Improvement Act. Yes. You can start his age up. Blockhouse back here. Does have some regulars here. That's a large number of crossbowmen. Why is there so many crossbowmen? I never find crossbowmen useful. Good. They're okay, but they're never good. And the Gatling guns are hard to counter them. That's very assured.
Ready to fire.
Going for shipment regulars. Going for California. California.
Yes.
Hello. Orders.
Orders.
Those villagers need to get on inside of town. Some Minutemen doing some damage. Gatling guns are not going to be super great in this situation. He will lose those Gatling guns. The blockhouse there. The regulars there will be picked on off. Going for another round of rolling artillery, but the Ulans are still causing issues. 1 Ulan remains. He needs that Towns. Townsend's not firing because he's out of. Doesn't have villagers on the inside. He needs have the rolling artillery to go for another location. Yeah, actually, right there is now good.
Hello.
Blockhouse takes out that Ulan. There's the Gatling guns. Not a bad spot for them right now. It's good volley there. But the villagers have gone down. US players on 12. He needs all of his villagers just on food at the moment. He has plenty of coin. He can also rely on capitalism for his coin income. But he needs all his villagers on food to maintain more villager production, because right now it's not going well for him. German players now just going for straight from military production, not building any more villagers. It's a pretty good volley there on those crossbowmen, that's for sure. Regular is also not veteran. He does not have the upgraded veteran one. Yep, if you would have gone for the pikemen early in that first round of militia instead of the Minutemen, it probably would be a little bit better position, since the follow-up raids to protect his Gatling guns could be easily protected. There's more Minutemen at the blockhouse along with the regulars. They're still not veteran regulars. Another shipment's available. Rolling tour is not good. I had that point in time where I said I should have gone for the fort. I now feel like the fort would have been useful still. The Pulaski's Legion wouldn't be half bad against some Prussian Ulans. Age 4 Ulans versus age 2 Ulans against crossbowmen as well. But he needs a lot of wood for that. And food. I wonder, is there actually a food symbol underneath that or 12? Got some more regular supply in the field. Handful of pikemen there. Let's see. Give them 11 carbon cavalry. Go to the regulars now. A mass number of regulars could be quite nice. Ulan's being drawn forward. The general's taking damage first is pretty good. Of course, regulars do have a bayonet. They will be decent against the Ulans in melee. cost effective at least, but right now he needs a bit more than be cost effective. He's fighting 11 villagers versus 28, which is plus 8, so 36.
Yes.
More regulars have been shipped on in. Yep, not going for the Spanish levies is still causing issues. It would be veteran pikemen as well. They do automatically age up. The Ulan goes down. Crossbowmen are relatively cost neutral against regulars. No shipments available.
It'll take more than that to keep me down.
I'm gonna try to torch down this town center. Remember as well, this is the one with the age up, and loses town center will completely revert his age up progress. He's going for the mobilization, getting him carbon cavalry. Crossbowmen, however, do retain full anti-light cavalry damage, so these crossbowmen will be effective against them. You may want to make sure they get rallied over here and engage the Ulans from the flank. Town center is taking severe damage. More stuff being brought in. He has to save this town center. He's also has not been building any villagers from his other town center.
Thank you for paying my ransom.
And there's Minutemen with the carbon cavalry. He's just going to dive the town center. I can't tell you what progress remains on this, but it's close. But so is the town center. Okay, now they're fighting each other, so the age up's almost complete and should be completed. What's the California give? Covered wagon. Covered wagon's probably down. He doesn't really need to save it. He's not making use of the other town centers honestly as well. There's some pikemen. Good micro there, keeps carbon cavalry back. Let's see. Prospector wagon. Inspiring flag factories. There's some Doppelung soldier, the halberdier variant for the Germans. Save this town, so it's not important at much. Got the villager cooking up the large collection of books. Now this town is on next. He still has some militiamen. Doppelung soldiers do have good scorch damage at 60. German is still H2, bringing mass crossbow and more Ulans.
Hello.
This player has stabilized. He's going for more villagers, bringing the shipment of heavy cannon. That's probably a good idea.
It'll take more than that to
I
keep
don't
me
know.
down.
Heavy cannon or factory? Maybe even fort, honestly. I have no idea what he should bring in. He's in a position where it's just not good. He needs more villagers on food. Because he needs food to literally get more villagers. He has... Right now, he needs about 600 food per minute in order to maintain 3 villager queues.
I am wounded. Fetch a medic.
There's a pair of heavy cannons there. He just needs to protect those heavy cannons from Ulans. Luckily, carbon cavalry are pretty good at that. Those crossmen goes down, which also does save the heavy cannon for the carbon cavalry from them. A couple more crossmen goes down. US economy is not in good shape, just like in real life. More Ulans being flown field. German player is getting a lot of wood stored on up. For what I'm not sure, he does not have church improvement. Has he gone for all of his cards? Or he literally has sent every single age 2 card. So he needs to start eyeing for an age up. He's going straight for mass wood income. For what? I am not sure. There's still plenty of local fauna on the map, so you can eat them. There's also still plenty of coin on the map. You can eat that. This infrastructure over here is now going to be cleaned on up, which will give Red some more breathing room. Right now, Red, he's probably more than willing to trade this stuff here for time. He's going for more carbon cavalry, very nice. Going for guard, or yeah, guard carbon cavalry is probably not going to be a possibility anytime soon. This army is large, composed of crossbone, handful of Doppler soldiers, so heavy cavalry can't simply just charge on in. Amalgamation now being researched. Going for this one. What is it? Ships 1 gold prospect wagon. Townsend is now okay. It does all automatically produce the villagers. That's the card I was thinking that was existing for California. So he will get 3 villager queues, similar to the Ottomans. I don't know the production rate of it. I'm assuming it's a standard villager production time. And right now, that will save him a lot of food. He needs a lot of food income just to maintain triple villager production. The German player has been cut quite a bit of villager production, so he's a little bit behind of where he should be. Not to mention age up as well. Going for economic theory, because now he's completely out of cards he can bring in. Carbon cavalry in good numbers. Heavy cannons sitting on up. Rips off apart a whole formation. Carbon cavalry's probably here in large enough numbers to stop the Ulans. Another round of crossbow gets now. Looks like he will lose the heavy cannons, but they will fire one more volley off. There's good damage there. At this point in time, Red will definitely get out factories and perhaps eye the heavy cannons. I'm biased towards heavy cannons, but right now his opponent's a little bit vulnerable to heavy cannons. There's the gold mine for the prospect wagon. It does not have any proof gathering rate, just has a pretty good deposit of coin to withdraw from it. Going faster collection rate, you get coal mines. More crossbowmen, more Ulans, more carbon cavalry.
I'm ready.
Don't think you can squeeze out guard carbon cavalry anytime soon. Now got artillery foundry there. Going for some Gatling guns wouldn't be half bad. He may go for horse artillery since he has a card for it. The general has gone down. Villager is going down a little bit, which is something he can't let happen, but he is recovering the villager numbers quite quickly. Minutemen are absorbing a lot of damage there. They are so they get increased health and damage. All those units do go down. Very nice. Also one push forward, taking out the general. General does live. And all the crossmen do go down. More crossmen being put on field. There's the first factory wagon. Heavy cannon production. Of course, with this is with Castle Vision, we know that he's going for mass crossbowmen, so heavy cannon will be very useful. And the German player is just simply not aging up. He doesn't even have access to counter artillery, so right now, US artillery can go around uncontested. Going out a Gatling gun, he has switched his factor of the heavy cannon production, also going for the steam powered or mass production. And he is building out some Gatling guns, a full group of 5 of them. He wants more Daka.
Orders.
There's gonna be a lot of Daka. Crossbow push way forward, which are technically to counter the carbon cavalry. But Gatling guns, they will be countered pretty hard by these Gatling guns. Plus right now, these are just Age 2 crossbowmen versus Age 3 carbon cavalry. Up north, I heard, yep, something went down, a village went down there. Ulan's get cleaned on up. German player's gonna be start stockpiling shipments. He's going for Age 3 Exile Prince. When he gets some culverins, deal for the Gatling guns. Gatling 2 move a nice and quickly. Crossbow do go down. Here comes the Gatling guns. Fire formation should be ripped apart. Villagers trying to run away from these forces. Big group of them goes down there. Force Age now complete by the German player. He's perhaps bringing a shipment of Ulans. Skirmishers wouldn't be half bad. He's going for mainly deploying out some skirmishers and a war wagon. And he's bringing a shipment of Ulans. US players now up to 51 villagers. Another shipment available. Probably gotta dig up the other factory. Villagers from Californios. Not sure how Californios are. And the skirmishers are immediately being picked off by the Gatling guns and the carbon cavalry. There's the Ulans. Carbon cavalry are pretty target towards them. Ulans engaged in the carbon cavalry, as will some of the Gatling guns. Some of the Gatling guns, actually all of them lived. And Blue does back the game there now. This Angry is saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Of course, keep on trying to left. That's a funny game without Germany. It feels like I see Germany quite a bit. I've got US again, but that should be fine enough. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the left side as the Red Americans with Carey. Spawn on the right side as the Blue Italians with General Spades. Architect here with, of course, initial resources. And it looks like some of these bandit riflemen going down. They do have really high damage. Make sure you tie them up in melee. US player, had the US player select the deck? Not just yet. US tend to get their deck, select the deck first, since they start off collections of books. While Italians do tend to have their selected deck second, because their shipments are ever so slightly more expensive. Not as bad as Germans.
Orders.
The Unbearable Bear, protecting his stand of spruce trees.
Attention.
And we got the Uncle Sam skin. I'm not sure what did Blue do. Isn't that the deck just yet? Not sure what Blue says he's stupid about. Wasn't paying too much attention to him. Maybe he's selecting the research a little bit late. I'm not sure. Rematch. Looks like Blue's gonna go along with his mistake, whatever it was. I was not paying attention. Going for capitalism now, which will of course give him a coin trickle. Very useful in order of getting the architects going. We got standard fast industrial. Fast fortress is very reasonable for the Italians. We do have the Broken Lance Company. If you want to be aggressive with Italians, this is basically the card to go for. We also got the Maltese Company. Give access to 5 fire throwers, which are Grenadier variants. The Maltese variant. Hospitalers give you 4 Halberdier variants. And 2 Inquisitors. 2 Outlaw that does siege damage. And they're melee. No Freemasons. I find Freemasons pretty fun again. I was paying attention. Did he steal a treasure from his opponent? Something I like to do for my Italian deck. I get the fortifications and Freemason. Fortification allows you to increase your build limit of outposts by 100%. So you get 14 rather than 7. Freemasons allow you to build those. So in H3, after I get everything sort of somewhat set up, I just keep my architects to build 14 outposts in a line where I believe my opponent's going to attack. It's pretty fun. It's also pretty effective since you don't have to. It's one way you can get a good defense without building military. Outposts are a little bit easy to overwhelm, but not when there's 14 right next to each other. And then I go for the H4 card that upgrades them up to Frontier Outposts along with all the 4 upgrades and get a bunch of fort stuff related as well. Looks like Red has found a wolf. We got Buck here. And looks like the Italian player is each up with the governor, gives him an outpost and a bit of coin. You also keep an architect. US right now is aging up with Virginia.
Yes?
Yes. And we got the architect trying to build a training post here. But since this is age, what's it called? Actuality, I think Buck always get the minus 90% against villagers. And architects or classifies villagers, so we've got minus 90% damage with Buck and minus 75% damage with the general named Uncle Sam. So the architect will take a bit of a beating there. Buck has gone down. Oh no, there's Buck there. Looked the wrong local doggo. And an Inuit scout now being deployed on the field. German Wood for the US player. Got the Steel Trap, Shim of Coin. Oh, here's a little fun fact as well when it comes to advanced politicians. If you go from H4 to H5 with advanced politicians, select the engineer rather than getting the hot air balloon, which was I think a permanent hot air balloon. You get the Leonardo tank, a cheat unit. Granted, it's a scale down of the cheat unit, but you can still get a tank. The Inuit Scout does have a slight multiplier versus Mercenary, no damage multiplier against Treasure Guardians, so he's just going to shank the wolves. Number of housing there, not going for any Lombards. He does have some Lombard cards here. And he does not have a Basilica just yet either. He could, let's see, he's aging up right now to the Bishop, which allows him to move diagonally a little bit better. This card here, honestly, the best nice about it is just get a free Basilica wagon, but I'm sort of always never liked this card. The extra experience for Lombards, when you get 5 Lombards training, gives you 1.25 experience per second in total. It's not that great. Another Basilica gives you another 1 experience per second. So effectively, this is a 2.25 experience trickle, and also get the Basilica built in the field without needing to take time to build it, whether it be with villagers or with the architect. Frontier defense is now being researched. We do have the trading post up here. He does not have the Tamini Festival. So he does have the French villagers, he has access to the Irish immigrants, and to the Native American villagers. So a lot of different villagers. Right now the US player has 24 villagers versus the Italians 18. If we're going to number our crew trackers, in which you got to be very careful deploying out light infantry units against the Italians. They have an age 3 church shipment to give you access to counter skirmishers. Just be careful when deploying light infantry against the Italians. They actually have a unique counter to it that which many players may not be ready for. The Shivazone? I don't know how to pronounce any name in this game. Basilica now being deployed on the field. Here's player, let's see, 23, so spare population. There's a cover wagon from the Bishop. Wish he could deploy that somewhere where he wants to maintain resources such as these caribou. Yes, he is. And now he has access to 4 architects this age. He only has 2 at the moment. And 4 architects is also the ideal number to build an outpost with Freemasons, since you're limited to 4 builders at a time. No Lombards. Lombards can be very, very nice. One thing you can do with Lombards, the best exchange rate is you just constantly just pump food in Lombards, and you get a pretty good coin as well as wood conversion rate. But right now, he's going to go wood free, and no, going for wood into the other 2 resources is not worth it. It's generally better just to collect those resources directly. Secondary towns are now built. Let's see. Maybe a mercenary shipment. He's bringing the shipment of 8 passive ears, which are crossbones with extra health. Also bringing the town militia from this one. Let's get the outpost here as well. The scout does get gunned down. The general is going to get hit next. Sort of interesting. He also has advanced Lombards, but he hasn't actually deployed out a single Lombard. General taking some damage. I'm not sure what he says about sorry. Greek trackers do have good amount of health. There's some passive ears. Crossbone has usually 100 health. Passive ears have 115 health. Of course, they have various formations that can help them out. But everything else is statistically the same as crossbowmen, other than the fact they do take and cost slightly more. 5 less food, 10 more wood. So a lot more expensive, honestly. Going for advanced politicians, who's going for the fast age up. He has enough resources to age up as well. I'm not sure what he's aging up with. He's aging up with the Papal Guard, which will what, also give you what, 10? No, cancels it. Going for the Papal Guard, which gives you another 10 Papal Guard units. Also allows you to get Guard Passiveers and Guard Pikemen. Papal Guard are pretty nice. They do have a charge attack. I have no idea what he's saying. Papal Guard are pretty nice. They do have a charge attack into cavalry, but they are a little bit overpriced from the church. The best thing you get from the church is definitely the Papal Lancer and the Papal Zulv. The Papal Zulv is a infantry unit that neither classify heavy nor light, so they can't be countered except by anti-infantry. People Guard are deployed in the field. Now it's going for the Berserkligeri. How do you pronounce that? A very good light infantry unit. They're fast, they have a stun, but they're only available in Age 4. We also got the research we're not going to talk about, and Town Watch. US player's age 3 right now. I'm not sure what he aged up with. He went for... what was this? Tennessee? We got the Huron Mantlet being put on field, which is a pretty good unit. It is not classified heavy nor light. It is classified as siege. They're very durable, to say the least. I'm a little bit biased towards the Papal Zouv. They're a very good unit, and once you get the, which he does not have the charge attacks upgrade, they get a pretty nice carbine charge attack as well, which is like 26 range. I'm very biased towards the Papal shipments between a handful of them. The Shiva Zone, which is not a Papal unit, but it's also available in the church, is a decent counter-skirmisher, but it gets entirely overshadowed by the Papal Zouv in Age 4, since it just does everything generally better, while fulfilling the same role. But he is going for the 2 Culverin, 2 Falconet shipment, not bad. It may be a good idea to go for the Robber Barons, get the Factory Wagon. The Papal Bombard can also provide the Deflection Aura, but overall it's the weakest of the heavy cannons, and you only can get 1 production queue of them. Going for the Veteran Musketeers. The Italian players are going for Veteran Musketeers, and it's interesting. My preferred playstyle for the Italians is defensive, and then revolt to Brazil, because Brazil's fun. It also allows you to get your Papal shipments within like 8 seconds with was a Brazilian, or if the Brazilian import or infrastructure card, and you can just start pumping in Papal shipments. And Papal Lancers, they're good. Number of exposed villagers here. The Berserkligeri, or however you pronounce them, they have 24 damage, 20 range, they're automatically guard, and only available in Age 4. And when they kill stuff, they will tooth their horns and stun something. It should be decent against these Huron Mantlets. Huron Mantlets do have good range resist, and since they're neither classified as heavy nor light, the Berserkligeri, I can't pronounce it, can't get the time to multiplier against them. Got some Minutemen here as well. We got a very good number of regulars. Papal Guard before, they do offer the Deflection Aura. Does not have Steel Bolts, so you can't bring in the upgrade his passive ears to Skirmisher. Villager is trying to draw some fire, which is doing some decent work actually. Regis has a massive army here. Red will lose some villagers. He's fighting against a good number of these regulars, which means they're heavy infantry units. Going for more of the Berserkligeries, Papal Zouv for Deflection Aura, or Papal Lancers. Papal Lancers are good. They are a Lancer variant. They are just generally very good. He's going for field guns, so going for better Falconets. That's probably a good idea. Definitely needs the anti-infantry. Falconex, the Papal Bombard, and light infantry, all very good in this situation. Papal Zouv is a good generalist unit. Here's player still being a little bit defensive. For the Russian-American company. Do now the state capital being established right there. We also now got some bombards being deployed on in. Looks like just 3 at the moment. No church improvement. He has not gone for the Lombard shipment. He can probably skip that at this point in time. And he can still go for this, give him another Basilica, which will of course give him an extra 2.25 experience maximum. Not that great. He's actually bringing the shipment of 2 Papal Bombards. He's also going for the Veteran Hussar upgrade. Against all the regulars, it's probably not a good idea. Got an army of 33 here versus an army of 80. Also got these blockhouses up in point of field. While blue does have a counter army. Ooh, good shots there by the field guns. Upgraded field guns are very nice. They're very similar to horse guns at this moment. Got the Inspiring Flag there, getting some great damage there. Here comes the Papal Bombards. He definitely does need these. It also does provide Deflection Aura, which he really does need. Papal Bombards just have high damage, decent AoE, but overall slow attack speed and no good multipliers. They also do less damage versus artillery, which these guys are classified as siege trooper, and siege unit, but not artillery. Looks like blue overall wins the fight. A severely outnumbered army, but the counter army was good. Your Malon's getting one-shotted by the Papal Bombards. But the cannons are working quite well for blue. And now the Inspiring Flag does get claimed. Blue's now trying to stop some other towns out here. More of the Berserker Legary now being pulled in the field. Blue's villagers being passed on as well. Onto the Caribou. The reindeer. More Berserker Legary. Irish immigrants shipped on in, going for more regulars. Against the Berserker Legary. I still have trouble saying that word. Well, not a good idea. In fact, he's fighting against light infantry and artillery. The answer is Hussars. Overall, the US is not adapting to the situation. Okay, so it's good number of villagers. We now have the Florence Financiers, giving them a massive coin investment. Minutemen being pulled in the field. They will be annihilated by cannon. Oh, nope, the town center is. Another architect on the build queue. He's not done the factory just yet, nor does he have the Gobardini. Does have some culverins here, very good. The Berserker Legary still causes some issues for his current composition. Papal Bombard gets a good shot there. Falconets as well. Takes out two of the culverins immediately, and they don't get a proper shot there. That's what happens here. It's already pre-positioned artillery units versus the guys that's trying to charge in. Huron settlement will go down, so no more Huron mantlets. More regulars being deployed in. Does have a fort wagon. Fort Texas in a very bad position. Emperor now bringing some halberdiers. I always forget that the Italians can actually deploy halberdiers, which are better than Papal Guard. And now Blues is actually eyeing for some musketeers, not musketeers, grenadiers. Against the regulars, it's probably a good idea. Settler gets shot, and then a horn tooted at him. Inspiring Flag now deployed in the field. Apparently the horn is actually a stored ability. It's not immediate. They get a kill, and it gets stored for later. That's interesting. Never knew that. Halberdiers now engaging culverins. Paper bombers taking severe damage. One culverin does go down. One of the paper bombers does go down. He does save the other culverin. Res Falcon or Culverin will take out the rest of Blue's artillery pieces. More Culverins here, very nice. Now it's going for the Gobber Cowboy and that's something actually very useful. Counter infantry rifling. The counter infantry rifling can plus 100% damage versus. Actually, no, this is the Italian player. That improve his anti-heavy infantry damage multiplier with the Bergasaligri by 100%. Very powerful. So effectively a 50% damage increase, as well as it will also improve a Shiva zone to bonus damage against light infantry units by 100% as well. Another, I think it's like they do have what, 2.5 base damage for light infantry at 3. Not as big, but something nice to have. Villagers starting to get gunned on down. Of course, the French villagers do have 28 range damage. They have embraced the Second Amendment. These villagers have 18 as well. These villagers can fight. More regulars being brought in. He does have the factor in the field. Gone for coin. Not upgrade at the moment. I really think he should go for paper bombards. The extra deflection aura does add up. More regulars being employed on in, as well as shipment of coin. He does have 2 shipments available to go for the Marines, but does not have conscription in age 4. Rolling artillery could actually be useful. The number of regulars, he's seeing quite regular. Now it's bringing the Popolzulvs. They're a very good unit. Granted, the Berserker Ladies do have their massive 3x3 multiplier right now. I don't know what the base damage of these guys at the moment. They are 2 population unit. You get 4 of them. Guess we'll find out soon enough. He does have another shipment available. He's going for the advanced Lombards, so he's going to bring in that. Improve the trade rate of the Lombards by 100%. Also bring in some horse guns. Also not putting in more villagers at the moment. That may be an oversight. He does have a decent mix of resources. But he has a problem as well with the papal shipments. They take a bit of time to pull on the field, and they do compete with other shipments. These guys do have 20 range. I think these guys also have 20 range as well. There they are. 52 damage, not bad. 20 range, 450 hit points. They are technically times 2. So if you were to divide that by 2, they're effectively 26. Same base damage to the guard Berserker. Their times 3 multiplier is very good versus heavy. Remember as well, these guys are very good generalists, and their carbine attack I think is like 90 something damage if you go for that shipment. Actually, they have excellent health and also deflection aura, so all these units are much healthier. They're taking some absorbing some damage for their buddies. Villagers getting hit by the veteran hussars, very nice. Over and taking up the horse guns. So just mixing a handful of them in is very nice. Now the hussars are trying to take up the artillery pieces. Now it's going to be hitting some of these villagers. Plus, since they do have 20 range as well, they are pretty good at mixing the Berserker Legaries. let's see, what is... They do have 5 movement speed, same as Berserker Legary as well, so they do have good movement speed. But for more horse artillery, being shipping some falconets. Let's see, how's this Lombard trade going? He has only 3 out of 5. He's not really on the Lombards. He uses architects start building the mills and plantations, and that will start allowing to get those research going before he needs to actually start using them. But it looks like almost all the fun on the map is gone, so he will need to start using them very soon.
Mi sento più forte ora.
Lazar does go down there. Falconets backing off. Bit of damage there. And Berserker Legary, yeah, the US player finally realized Mass Hussar was a transition he should have gone for a long time ago. The Explorer needs to get out of this formation. The entire formation is being slowed down thanks to the Explorer. You can mix in some Papal Guard, Pikemen, or Hussars. He's gone for the Papal Guard, a politician, so he can get out Guard Pikemen. Facing some severe damage here. Some Falconets here, which of course will not be good against the cavalry. So Reds find to put out proper counter. Dragoons could be the answer. Brazil does have the Independence Dragoon as well. So go for Socket Bayonet. And now going for the Cavalry Cuirass. State capital now being built. There was a state capital up here. We do now have the sea drill being researched. At 0.77 food, so he looks like got decent upgrades already. 0.5 looks like he does not have any plantation upgrades. US Marines now being shipped on in. Huron settlement does go down. More architects being deployed by the Italian player. And now we've got the Nox artillery train, as well as the steam power and more horse artillery. More regulars being deployed on in. He needs to get more. The Italian player needs to get more out heavy anti-cav. He has a handful of dragoons, not guard. People guard is of course always an option. Still just 53 villagers. He probably should have maxed out villagers by now, but guess not. He does have 2 towns, so just only building for 1 at the moment. And Lombard's not being trading. He has advanced Lombard shipment, but not currently utilizing it. What you can do as well is advance Lombard, focus on one resource from your for your secondary economy, and just trade the rest with the Lombards. Macros are very useful for that. And he may want to go for the Milanese arsenal, not the shipment here. This will of course give him some cheaper advanced upgrades. And the US player has gone to H4. I haven't been painted what he went for. He has both the factories. He has gone for... State Militia can construct buildings with State Militia. Quaker guns. Never liked off Quaker guns. You now have the Culverins Royales, very good. Those push away forward. Both players are far from population, max population. Red, of course, does have the Second Amendment. All these Falconets may go down. Let's take out a stable. Some of the villagers are starting to go down. Here comes the Hussars. Got a good number of horse guns and culverins. Horse guns will report the infantry units. Those that got distracted by the dragoons. Blue's two Falconets are still alive, of course, just fighting against mass cavalry. Italian players want to go for dragoons. Now do you have the guard dragoons being deployed in the field? More guard Bussiligaries. Howdy. Got these forces move around. 9 dragons at the moment, 3 culverins. The amount of wood stockpiled up for the US player. Is going for a guard hussar. Four out of 5 Lombards. Nope, I'm not familiar with North Guard. Amount of damage there. Do now have the Guard Marines pushing forward. Dragoons trying to keep their distance. Hussars getting hit pretty hard there. Culverins being focused down for Blue. And looks like Blue does back of the game. This Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started on the next replay, I do need the restroom again, so I'm just going to take time to restart the game in order to prevent the sound bug from appearing and use the restroom while it's booting back on up. Just give it one moment. Apologies, I'm back. Way too sensitive. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the south side as the blue French, we have Captain Mazin. Spawn on the north side as the red Spanish of Sibeto. This map is also home to the House of Fanar and to the House of Habsburgs. Both have a big button spawn more units, so it's a good idea to get the stream posts earlier on. Plus, you never know when mounted infantry could be very useful. Can be very useful since they're the very rare ranged heavy cavalry. When it comes to decks, neither player selected a deck just yet. Looks like for the Explorer, we have Marie Antoinette. She's probably going to lose her head this game. And we've got Sibeto, the Explorer for Sibeto. Looks like a man does get gunned down. The other Plague Doctor charges his way forward to his death. And she will steal their Journal of Os Nova worth 100 experience. Also, we got Pumbaa here. Sus Scrofa, which I'm assuming is the scientific name. A pumpkin slightly nibbled on for 35 food. See. Got Polo, the doggo. He may take gets another stray dog. Taken by 2 gunmans. So killing off the 2 gunmans will give him his dog. Although is now eating the gunman. Gunman is not using gun, that's why he's losing. He should really be equipped with a gun blade if he's going to try to get in the melee. Gunman does go down, and now got another doggo to be obtained. It is Katina. I'm pretty sure as well it is technically a war dog. Yep, 2 out of 5 war dogs. Right out of 2 out of 5. Apples are now being shipped on in. Does have access to Yunkton as well. Let's see, what else is there? We've got Calabros, got the Cavalry Combat, we got the Archaic Combat, Team and Infantry Attack, as well as Archaic Infantry Hit Points, and Cavalry Attack, and Cavalry Hit Points. So got a lot of hand attack, Cavalry Attack. So it's probably going to go for Archaic Cavalry. Spanish Gold, Liberation March. So it's going to be pulling primarily in Age 2 and 3 Spanish, probably not Age 4. French is aging up with the Quartermaster. This is 1v1 natives, so he's going for the natives. I said there's some good natives here to get the free units. This will improve the native warrior hit points and damage, so the free units. I'm assuming the Sacred Band Infantry also classifies native. You know, actually, don't know if Magyar Hussars and Sacred Band Infantry are actually classifies native. Guess we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, this is probably a good native deck. Or native map. Even if these guys are not classified as native, you got some other good natives. Like mounted infantry are really good. And of course over here, we've got the Greeks, the House of Fanar, which does give access to Evazones, another Age 2 Skirmisher, which can always be useful, and the Boyars, a really high attack speed cavalry unit. Another doggo getting gunned down. Getting knocked around a little bit. And he will take his broken wing of Polish Hussar. You monster. He was going to worry than the combat. Ready post going for the Spanish. We'll have both of them up and going. I think Doggo's being researched. Akin regime gives you 1 royal embassy. Outpost wagon there. So let's see 1 Age of the Governor. Bringing shim of coins. So it's going to be a fast fortress for the Spanish. Nope. Oh, he's also going for a shim of wood. Pumbaa now be engaged. Oh, one of the dogs may have went down. Nope, two of them on the field. I'm not sure where Cantina is at the moment. Oh, there she is. Now got quite a bit of cold on the field. And we'll seal the famous mosaic for 50 coins, assembled for transport. You have the Greek allies. He also probably should go for the Habsburg allies. Like I said, the mounted infantry are really good. They're effectively ranged lancers. There's the Aurora Musketeers. They do have a powerful charge attack. And compared to regular Musketeers, they have 22 damage as opposed to what? 23 or 24, I forget. So slightly less damage in melee, slightly more health, 160 as opposed to 150. Higher defense multipliers. And have that charge attack, which is getting a good alpha strike there. They are a little bit more expensive than Musketeers, costing 40 coin rather than 25 coin. Both of Red's dogs go down. We do have H3 now, the Bishop, which should give him what? A free covered wagon, right? As well as make him move diagonally a little bit better. And Royal Musketeers on the field. You can get up to 15. He has 12. No native warriors. These guys are classified as native, right? Yes. And also they cause... Oh, no, they actually do cost 1 population. Probably due to the fact that you employ them out through here. Urban units now cost population when they acquire the Royal Embassy or Home City. Got some of the Rodialos. These guys have 20 melee damage. They will beat the Rodialos melee. He should not be retreating back. They have much higher health and 40% melee resist. These guys have 40% melee resist and 135 damage. These guys are just far superior. Rodialos, they're a little bit weak in melee, like pikemen. Crossbow now pulling the field, which are more or less a soft counter than a hard counter against Musketeers. Got now the Native Warrior Combat, very nice. We got the Spanish Gold Shipment, very nice. Now got a round of Skirmishers, be a good counter to the Royal Musketeers. Native Warrior Combat now has been pulling the field, give more health and damage. 50%, 50 damage charge tax is quite significant. Skirmishers in not massive numbers at the moment. A couple more Rodialos deploying the field. Another round of skirmishers on the build queue. Red should be just fine on defense. Got a round of War Doggos being put on the field. Archaic Infantry Combat, which improve hand and foot archers. All hand as well, so does improve things such as all hand infantry at least, which does improve things such as like halberdiers, things of that sort. And Blue actually has obtained the Also Habsburgs up here. And right now, the mounted infantry are going to be incredibly useful against the skirmishers. Not only they're classified as heavy range cavalry, which will not receive no damage multiplier from skirmishers and crossbowmen. After all, they do less damage versus all cavalry, and since they're not classified as heavy range cavalry, they're not classified as light range cavalry. Don't receive that damage multiplier. They are a hard counter to light infantry units, most light infantry units. Used to have the counter skirmisher tag, but I don't believe they have that tag any longer.
Je ne peux pas bouger.
And they will technically do bonus damage versus Rodialos as well, though they do receive bonus damage from them as well. He has good amount of Sigurd Band infantry on the queue. He will lose this structure. He could try to push forward and ambush spawn with a bunch of Sigurd Band infantry there, but he did not do that. And he had 10 charges there, so it does stack. Now it's down to 6. He's going for the Boyars. I really do think he should have gone for the Habsburg mounted infantry. Because right now his Royal Musketeers are countered by the skirmishers, and that would be a counter to the skirmisher. Got some Everzones on the field as well, which are a skirmisher with high multipliers and good health. Low damage though. There's a Boyar, has 1 attack speed. Another ship available for the Spanish. Guabros could be quite nice against those skirmishers as well. The mounted infantry I don't believe are classified as Lancer. They're just sort of nicknamed as ranged Lancers. Crossbowmen getting ripped apart there by the pistol charge attacks. Boyars charging me forward, Wolf on the Rodialos. Whoa, what the hell? These guys are running around. They did not have access to the Stampede formation. It's only available to the Royal Horsemen and the something else. Alright, now pulling a town set over here. Before this goes down, he may want to use this spot here to bring some Magyar Hussars. Evzones and Royal Musketeers firing for the high ground. Got a good number of Boyars. Rodialos is trying to stop them. They are going to take out the Falconets very quickly. They have a plus 25% more fire against artillery, as well as just high attack speed and melee. They're good against artillery, to say the least. Rodialos is getting some good work against them, though. And he could go for ambush spawn of the Magyar Hussars to hit these rest of these units. Sound like a royal embassy has been deployed on the field somewhere. Ah, right there. Go for more royal musketeers.
Merci d'avoir payé ma rançon.
Marie Antoinette has been claimed. It looks like she's going to be building a town center there. Veteran Habsburgs research. We may now go for some mounted infantry. Boyars getting ripped apart by those Rodialos. Again, the boyars are somehow just flying the air for some odd reason. I do not know why. Guess their planet needs them. There's some Rodialos, not Rodialos, Veteran Lancers, which should be very effective for some Royal Musketeers. Well, they do have anti-cavalry multipliers. They're for a heavy for a musketeer unit. It's actually close to a halberdier multipliers and damage. Greek Revolution was utilized against the Sacred Band infantry, which are classified as native warrior. One population as well. He can go for the Regni's March, might as well. You're going to lose this structure either way. He does not. Musketeers that offer stronger groups like state militia. Their damage is not great. Oh, but their attack speed is 2. That must be what makes them stronger. Because attack speed times 2 is massive. More boyars. Now we've got some Royal Dragoons. Wilderness Warfare also being deployed on in. If they can use Trample there. Yeah, when it comes to Stampede mode, as I mentioned beforehand, which is different than Trample mode, it's a melee mode that attacks while that's able to attack while moving, sort of like Tuck, Tuck, Tuck. And it does... It's available to the Royal Horsemen and to the Harquebuser, I think. French villagers here may go down. They do have a good amount of health. They need to keep on running. Blue side to kill off some of his opponent's villagers as well. Both sides going to lose a good number of villagers. The French have 33 villagers versus 54 of the Spanish. And Red casting GG. Like I said, it's from easy pickings, but these villagers are French. They still have 33. And he got like one of those villagers, not a whole lot. And his artillery gets overran for free. Red casting GG too soon. He lost all his artillery for free. And he has a lot of anti-cavalry here through the Royal Dragoons and the Royal Musketeers. Royal Dragoons have carbon cavalry attack speed and multipliers, looks like. Looks like Red will lose the fight. Blue has a good core of forces. Royal Dragoons are classified as light range and native. And Blue does actually the decisive victory, and thanks to his stupidly high health villagers, he only lost like 1 or 2 villagers. Not a whole lot. Red, he could have took out some Red's villagers, but falling back taking out his opponent's army was probably the correct call. And now he knows where these villagers are, he can quickly take them out. Royal Dragoons do have a standard light cavalry, does less damage versus villager multiplier. Rodialos, more Dragoons. Got some militiamen there. And Red does pull back his villagers. The Spanish player still has more villagers than opponent. More boyars. 90 population. It's not really... It's always hard to tell. He's one from natives, which means no housing required. For them, actually no, all those units require housing. After all, since he has Akim Regime, Dragoons, Royal Dragoons, 2 population. Royal Musketeers, 1 population. Second Infantry also requires 1 population. Royal Dragons are in the cover formation. Sacred Band Infantry, of course, is also a Musketeer variant, which means that it does have a bayonet. Falconets do take some damage there. Lancers do have the times for multiplier as Calabros, so they're very good for some infantry, even against Hussars, and they do have no extra range. Falconets versus Falconets. Most of the Falconets will win. One Falconet remaining for red. He does draw a shot there with the other stuff. Falconet gets another shot on in. Militia being pushed on in. Rodial is drawing some damage. Does take out those units. And we've got some stuff going down here to some Boyars. That's going to take time to destroy some stuff. Royal Dragons have really bad siege damage, like most light cavalry. Boyars have 24, which is still not great. Sacred Band Infantry has 28, decent, and the Royal Musketeer does have 25, which is decent. More Rodialos there, but looks like Blue's just confident enough just to kill them all. More Dragoons being pushed on in, very nice. More Rodialo shipment, bringing more Falconets. He's also going for his own mounted infantry, which are heavy range cavalry. So they will receive bonus damage from the Royal Dragoons, but they will be effective versus the infantry unit at range. The base damage is not great, they're more rely on the multipliers. If you see any deploy on the field, I'll... You know these guys are not veteran at the moment as well, so they have 16 damage. Their time 2's multiplier against infantry. So in comparison to a Musketeer, they have slightly more damage. About 50% more damage than an H2 Musketeer, while costing 50% more than an H2 Musketeer. They're good against infantry, that's simply put, while having pretty good health. But they're only good against infantry, not versus cavalry, which the French player is starting to deploy in Moss. Which he's gone for a mix of native cards and has cavalry combat already shipped on in. So he's double dipping with his cards. Howdy, it's been a while. Okay. You know, I actually wish I sort of get a cow. Having an old family cow would be quite nice. Time to go out and get milk. I wouldn't go out too far. Touch grass ball at it. Good volley there from the Falconets. More Royal Dragoons been pulling field. Boyars get cancelled. He can bring in some more Sacred Band Infantry. Greek Revolution's activated once again, which also does improve villager combat, right? Yep, they're up to 22. 2 minutes of Greek Revolution. You also have a saloon here. Hasn't utilized anything from it just yet, nor does the coin to really put into it. 62 villagers versus 45. We do now have the Team French Auxiliaries combat, giving more native damage. It's a pretty powerful card for H2s, or H1 as well. It's actually a team card in H1 while it competes with something in similar to H2. Unteam card. But no Rodialos there, got some mounted infantry. Falling back, let the Rodialos do some work. But once Rodial goes down, Blue can just simply push his way forward. Dragon slowly being peeled apart there. Blue just has simply a massive army at 100 population. 44 versus... Why do you go for so many Falconets? He finally gets too much cavalry. There weren't this many Falconets. I mean, going for Skirmisher would have been much better since he finally gets a large amount of light cavalry. Either way, this is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Probably time for one more replay tonight. I have been having a little bit of a headache all day, and it's going to get a little bit worse. Greetings everyone, Angry here for another Age of Empires 4 or 3 replay. Spawn on top left side as the blue Ottomans. We have Batu. Spawn on bottom right side as the yellow or red Germans. We have Ali Yug. We got the Cartman, Bandit Cartaman, Monra, named Bandit Cantamanra. Go around trying to collect up some of these treasures. Red's also pushed his way forward, going deep on in, not collecting up these other ones just yet. What's up that one? Going forward, trying to intercept some of his opponent's stuff. Blue's just collecting up everything on the way. Great white shark. Plus 10 experience. Schooners, so we do now have that shipment now being brought on in. Small trick of wood. Oh, yep, there's a treasure nearby that gives a small trick of wood. I don't know how large or small that is. Let's take a look. So small, it does still say +0. There you go, +23. Yeah, very, very small trickle. It is this one here. Ancient tree sprouts a new branch every single morning. Now the settler wagon shipment. Alligators or crocodiles has been disturbed. A story of a buried treasure worth 80 coin. $25 coin has been obtained there. We don't much at the moment. Got a foreign name of death. Looks like it's going to be a empty fast fortress, though it is looks like standard German general. Ottoman, we got Kerm water, so he does eye for some water cards. He does have the schooner card already deployed in the field, so once he deploys out dock, he of course can start pumping out ships. He gets some chips. Oh wait, no. Ships to get the fish for the chips. Honey Badger now being killed on off, which will steal his fancy leather sandals. He was going to walk in with those with style. You monster. Now it's weird as well. I see 3 whales in the map. There's no secondary whale over here. Yep, looks like red side of the map just spawned 1 less whale. Oh yeah, I think this guy now only gets bonus damage versus land or sea treasures. Two shipments available for the Ottoman. Is aging up. German player still aging on up. Has another shipment available. Of course, can't get anything till he actually ages up. Oh, looks like the alligator got some bites into this Cartman. Catamaran, or how to pronounce it. I have no idea how to pronounce it. We do now have the steel trap research as well as more settler wagons. Over here, we've got the rendering plant giving fishing boats plus 30% collection rate on food, which is quite significant in this age. And actual collection rate on coin, he's actually going straight for the whales. Just got a 0.5 per second, while coin on mines is 0.6. This will help even out. It does affect both coin and food, so it's a pretty good card. Additionally, the Cartman does act as a fishing boat, so you can slowly click some stuff. Maybe this one right there. He's also going for the fish mark. He's going for heavy in these cards, isn't he? So going to be trying to eye for some fishing, a massive fishing boom. Has 2 docks in the field. Red is going for some Ulans. Blue's going to be a little bit vulnerable to it. He has no way to defend himself other than from militia and town center fire. Bringing a shipment of Janissary, but there's the 2 Ulans from the settler shipment. Settler wagon shipment. Awesome, bringing the gale on that. So I wonder how much his collection rate is at the moment. It must be really high. 1.14. That is quite a bit of food collection rate at this one time. His fishing boats are more valuable than the villagers, and while being at half the cost, but he did invest a lot of shipments in this. 1, 2, 3 shipments, plus he has already gone for shipment of wood. Right now, he needs some AZAPs to defend himself against these Ulans. He has a lot of food income. He does have, of course, whale income as well. Long lines is now up to 1.34. Gonna be eating quite well in fish today. And now he is going for a ship here. Probably something like this right there. Outpost 2 can help out with that as well. A little bit difficult, especially with Ulans up here. A lot of Ulans. Wait, this also allows them to build military units, right? No, that's the Caravel replacement. These guys have 30% range resist. Let's see. Draenau looks like it does take 4 shots to take out Ulan. It would probably take 3 after the city shipment. City defenses shipment. And he's going to put his opponent in pop cap, which is actually important. He has not much wood income. That wounded villager not being focused down there. Explorer's picked on up. He will take an explorer there. More Ulans. Not a pop cap at the moment. You may want to test some of these little fishing boats onto the coin. I wonder how his coin collection rate is with these guys. 0.95, that's actually pretty good. If he gets enough coin, he can at least start to age up and perhaps get something out to deal with these Ulans. He needs the military production vessel, but he's going to be a pop cap as well. I have no idea what the Ottoman Empire is going to do at the moment. The Sea Falcon was definitely a bad choice. He needs wood. He's bringing the Sea Falcon there. Oh, he has a villager over there. Oh yeah, he can probably transport some villagers like that. Got the scalping H on up. He's going... Sounds like he's going to be defending himself. Leave at least 10 villagers inside. Broadside onto that very wounded Ulan. He definitely needs wood. Current player's nowhere near aging on up. Going for the caravan trade now. He has the central caravan line. So Mole could give access to some stuff. Over here is a Sufi Mosque acts as a Kuzbalash, heavy range cavalry, and lancer. Militia being brought in, which draws some fire. He gets his... No, his age up still being completed. No broadside. I don't know if the scout can be researched at the time. Oh, brings in conscription. Straight for the town center. And town center looks like it will go down before the age up's complete, which is a big loss for the Ottoman player. Villagers can just migrate up here, start collecting wood, get another town center up there and going. Doesn't need too much wood to get another town center going. He has at 0 population. He has a good amount of militia on the field. We can use this to help protect his docks.
Ozu.
The galley and the cartman should be just over here. Oh, and the game broke. Oh, either way, I am just tired. Right now, I'm down with something.